This is how I heat my house in the winter with a coal stove. It's dirty, it's kind of a pain in the ass, but the heat is really awesome. It's actually cheaper too than I have oil heat, so this is a lot cheaper than oil. Now generally, this will last me probably 8 to 10 hours, which is pretty much a night's sleep, and I'll have to basically refill this and shake the ash down into the ash bin, which is outside right now cooling down before I can empty it. But you shake it down there, close this door, here's your damper, and this basically controls the airflow because this is a bottom fed type of heating system. And then as you can see in here, the red coal's under there, and that's the new coal I just put in. Like I said, I fill that up as much as I can before I go anywhere because it'll last long. You don't want it to go out because it's definitely a pain to get lit again. Let me finish my coffee here real quick, and I'm going to explain what we're going to be doing today. Lauren, look, Lauren's ready to go to bed again. I just woke up. Look how dark it is in there. It's like a little vampire bat in there. Alrighty, so let me explain to you what we got going on today. So basically what we got going on here is this Jeep, and I've obviously, you guys have seen the videos of all the exterior modifications that I've done to this thing, but it does need a little bit of mechanical work, actually a lot. And I did get this Jeep for a bargain, as many of you know. I got it for like $2,000, which was awesome. So I knew I had to do a lot of work to it, but the very first thing that I knew I had to do that was very important was this rear end here. And the rear end of this Jeep is rusted out really bad. If you can see right here, that whole part is rusted. You can see me moving it. That is not supposed to be like that. So I have bought an entire rear section from a junkyard that is fine. There's no rust on it, and I'm gonna have Andy weld it in for me. So we're gonna go up, we'll actually go down to his shop today, and I'm gonna leave my Jeep there for a little while till he can weld it. I don't know how to weld, so I'd have to. I don't have a welder either, so he's gonna do it for me. He's gonna weld that rear section in, and I should be good to go on that. Now, some other issues with this Jeep that I actually recently found out was it's leaking coolant extremely bad, and I found out there's a crack in the radiator down here. There's a big puddle. I don't know if you guys can see that under there, but there is a gigantic puddle it looks like it's leaking. It might be leaking from the top and coming down, but either way, there's a crack in the radiator, so we're gonna replace that. Not too expensive. It's like 60 or 70 bucks for a radiator, so I'm not really worried about that. And another thing too that we're gonna get fixed, well, it's leaking oil very slowly, so we just have to locate the leak and fix it. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. Hopefully maybe it's just like something's not sealed correctly or whatever. I think that the oil cap on the actual engine is doesn't seem like it's sealing great. That might have something to do with it. I'm not really sure, but there's an oil leak. And next, I'm also going to get new tires because these rear ones have like barely any tread on them, as well as I think this front one here is really bad too. So I'm getting new winter tires. I'm thinking about the Ridge Grapplers, the Nitto Ridge Grapplers. I don't know if you guys have seen those, but let me know what you think about those tires in the comments. And there's also like all-terrain ones like the I forget who makes them. I think Michelin or there's a bunch of different tire companies that you guys have been recommending for me, and it's hard to keep them straight. So I've been looking at different types of them, but those are getting replaced, obviously, and I need an alignment on this thing really bad because the steering wheel shakes like crazy, and that might have to do with the fact with the tires wearing different. You know, one of them might be cupping or whatever, but I need an alignment on this, and I think it has the death wobble. You guys that are Jeep owners, tell me. I don't know what that really feels like. I think I know what it feels like, but the Jeep basically shakes after like 60 miles an hour, like really bad. When you're going the normal like back road speeds, it's fine, but once you get on the highway, it shakes really bad. So I don't know if that's the death wobble, and I've read on how to fix that, but like, I'm not too sure. You know, this Jeep is very, very new to me still. The Jeep life is new to me, so I don't know a lot about what's going on like mechanically with these things and where the different wear points are. But either way, we're gonna take this to Andy's today. I'm gonna leave it there for him to kind of work on and diagnose some problems, and then if he says something needs fixed, I'll get the parts for him and we can do it. So I have another vehicle. Obviously, I drive my Saturn that is also my daily driver, so it's not an issue to leave this at Andy's for a while until he can fix everything. But once everything mechanically is fixed, that's when you guys are going to start to see a lot more cooler things being done with this Jeep. Like, I plan on doing like some sort of a cool wrap, maybe some getting rid of these front leaf springs here and actually doing like something, a way better suspension system other than leaf springs. So replacing that, maybe doing some fender flares or something cool. But either way, it'll be more of I wouldn't say more of an off-road vehicle, but it'll be leaning more towards that than it is now. It's just kind of like a little themed vehicle right now, which I'm still going to do the themes. I am still going to do that, but I want to get these mechanical things sorted out before I start doing pointless things to the Jeep, and then it just sits here because it can't run. So Lauren is going to drive her car, I'm going to drive the Jeep, and then we're going to drive back in her car. Ready, Lauren?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I'm ready.
Just follow me.
Or follow me.
Follow you? You don't know where you're going.
I'm faster than you, though.
Oh. Well, and we're here. That was quick.
And Nick didn't stop by to have some of my turkey.
Fix this piece of shit, will you?
Fix it by taking that fucking head off of that fucking
No,
thing.
that's cool. Leave that shit there. Put your head on top of that. If you walk over here, he has that switch rigged up.
What switch?
There's a you didn't know about that?
No. What's it for?
Like, dude, I'll turn it off. The key is off, and it'll still be running. And you have to hit this kill switch down here, and it kills the fucking engine.
Oh, this thing needs help, man.
So I've got a list of stuff that I'm about to text you.
Oh God, even better. You need tires.
What's that?
You need tires.
I know, but I want to.
These motherfuckers right here, man.
What are those?
ATM or ATMS.
Okay, so
ATWS is Falcons.
I might get something.
55,000 mile warranty on these bitches.
Really,
man.
I might
Fuck
get
yeah.
something very, very similar to this. The Nitto Ridge Grapplers. They're
Those
like this.
too, yeah,
they're
nice
like this.
too.
I might
Yeah,
get
but
those.
I had the Dynapro ATMs. And
Yeah.
They didn't have as of aggressive sidewall like these guys do.
The Ridge Grapplers are like that.
They
They have an
really
aggressive sidewall. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would get for this.
Yeah.
That way you can keep over four-wheeling with us.
I know,
You
dude.
know?
I'll spank you guys at four-wheeling
Dude,
once this shit's actually fixed.
I would have loved to seen this thing.
I'd
in
been
the
like,
mud holes,
bloop,
man.
bloop,
You'd
bloop,
been like, you'd have been nothing. Oh, your Hummer can't go around that tree, no problem.
I'll just go over top of your Hummer.
Yeah, exactly, dude. It would have done. These Jeeps are so awesome when it comes to rock climbing and four-wheeling and
Oh,
mud
yeah.
and shit. I really wish you would have been able to get in with us.
Well, that's the other thing too. So like,
It's a four-wheel drive.
so yeah, the other thing I did was I brought this this new four-wheel drive lock. This is like a good one. So that would go in place. So you pull it and then pull it out. Push it in, pull it out. And that locks your four-wheel drive. It's a cable.
Is this for a Jeep?
It's a cable lock, but that right now is an air compressed. It's like an air lock or something like. So that's way more dependable and
Actually
secure.
lock it in the,
I honestly don't know.
instructions, Nick,
I thought a good mechanic didn't need instructions.
you thought wrong.
The only other thing is like the starter itself, dude. It just doesn't. I don't know if it's because it's carbureted or what, but the starter itself just is really. It's just not good.
Like
I haven't
starting
replaced.
wise or
Yeah, I
starting
haven't
wise?
replaced. I haven't replaced the battery to what it should be. Like brand new battery didn't make any sort of a difference. Because
You
there was
did
a
replace it.
yeah, because there was a weird ass battery. It was one of those like a trickle charge battery for like a boat and
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
I was like, what the fuck, why is that in here?
Yeah.
So I put a regular battery in there, and then didn't make a difference. And
Okay.
sometimes it'll start up. It'll like kick on like it's gonna start, and then and keep going. Then I have to turn it off. And there's sometimes when you click it
is it
over,
hitting the
it doesn't do
flywheel?
anything. It's just click, click.
Oh, the
and then
starter's just click,
starts.
click. You probably just need a starter.
Well, that might be it, but
Yeah.
I just wanted maybe you would know.
Well, these starters actually,
Well, here, let's open up the hood.
it's probably just cheaper to get a starter, basically. But you can actually replace the Bendix as well, which is this thing that pops the fucking starter out. You know what I'm saying?
So,
That looks like a nightmare waiting to happen.
I know, dude. The wiring nightmare is ridiculous in this.
I think it's okay. You made it here.
I did make it here.
You made it here, motherfucker.
There's definitely leaking, I believe, up farther, but it's just running down into that. Down in there. There was a gigantic puddle in my driveway the other day, so.
And these motors are good. They'll run for fucking ever and ever and ever.
Yeah.
I mean, they're good old 4.0s, dude.
4.2 actually.
Oh, is that? Oh, it's an older one. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, still same damn thing, pretty much.
Yeah.
Good motors, though. They do go forever, man. That wiring looks like fucking.
Oh, that's yeah.
That looks
I know.
fucking bad. That wiring looks so bad. I love your fucking Volkswagen fuses you got going on there. That's pretty cool, too. You know?
Well, that fuse, with the squiggly line thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so that will blow if you turn this.
Story time.
Yeah, here we go. If you turn this Jeep on without that switch in the up position, like on,
Yeah.
it'll start. It'll start, but then it'll and that fuse will blow. So you have to make sure when you
Did
start.
the guy
this-
tell you this when you bought it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, I wasn't sure. I
They told me all this shit, dude. Yeah. He told
And
me
then
that
you
the
were
fact
like,
that
"I'll give you 1,000." That's what I want to
the
know.
oil filter
$9.50.
itself is a
$9.50.
special oil filter. It has a
Well, even better.
either way, it doesn't need an oil change. It just needs to find it. You need to find out where the oil leak is.
Everywhere.
They're everywhere.
It looks like there's a lot of wiring issues. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, technically speaking, that ignition should work no problem whatsoever. It just seems like whoever did the work on this thing,
Plate of spaghetti.
it's a fucking plate of spaghetti in a Jeep. Everybody ever see a plate of spaghetti in a Jeep? Here you go, guys.
I don't want to put the tires on this Jeep if the shit's out of line, and it's gonna just wear the tires even worse. So
Yeah.
the frame needs fixed, and obviously all of the leaks. The radiator, I need that. That needs to be fixed. I can't have it leaking fluid.
Yeah, okay. And the oil, obviously.
And the oil.
And
So-
the four-wheel drive.
It's fine at 4 low, but I can't tell if it's in 4 high or 2 high. It doesn't go in like
4 low will rev up really fast.
It does.
4 high,
4 low, like literally.
4 high won't.
4 low, literally.
How's that?
Like, as soon as
I don't know.
as soon as I let.
I'm the one from Missouri.
Sam.
Okay. What's up, man?
What's going
How
on?
you doing? So 4 high and 4 too high. 4 high and 2 high. I can't tell if it's in. I can't tell which one it's in because literally there's no definition between the two.
Okay.
So, but when you're in 4 low, dude, you slam that in and it you can feel it like go into it. But the other ones can't tell. The
Yeah,
difference.
4 highs just like 2-wheel drive high, except you have all 4 wheels going. You
Right,
can
but
actually go down the highway. in
What I'm
4
saying
high.
is I can't feel it go into any sort of gear.
Like
gearing.
physically?
No.
Okay.
I mean, you can try it out, see what you think, but
Yeah. All right, so oil leaks, radiator leaks, hook up the line, and fucking frame.
yeah.
And someone's fucking
if you
calling
get-
me.
How many Jeeps is Nick gonna bring in to you after
Hello?
this video?
PFR?
12.
And he's gonna be like, I don't do Jeeps.
Hello? I'm sorry, who are you with?
It's the IRS, Andy. You owe us $20,000.
No
It's a
one-
collection
nobody
company.
fine.
You haven't paid your rent in 4 years.
There's 2 guys with ZL1s that want to come in. I'm picking up.
Camaro and Corvette guy.
Yeah, seriously,
That's
man.
what it seems like you're
It's
always out on your
crazy.
videos.
Someone with the 370 called.
Yeah,
though.
somebody with the 370 calling me, which I will call you back in case you're watching this. Every fucking time someone texts me.
Dude, your phone
He's-
blows up.
this is my son in the truck right there. He's waiting. He just texted me. He's like, "You're fat. Don't follow your dreams. Don't be yourself." He spelled you are.
Nailed it.
He said he's like, when Andy's kid slays him.
Yeah.
Nick, what's the next design for this thing?
What?
Because he said he's gonna change it every so
He's
often.
gonna put a giant penis right here.
You could
See,
probably
this
put
technically,
somewhere
this
and then-
technically gets like you drill a hole somewhere,
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
like
yeah.
in here.
And
You drill a
and you
hole
load
and
pull
then
it right out of your dash.
that's what that is.
it
That's what
locks.
that does.
That
And then
locks
basically
it.
what this does is when you pull this, it takes that fork, moves it directly over. So whenever you put it in 4-wheel low or 4-wheel high, you yank that sucker out and boom, you're locked in. Hula hoop! Hula hoop! kill myself with this motherfucker.
You're gonna buy, kill yourself after you work on this Jeep.
Yeah. LSA motor swap. That's what,
That's what everybody wants me to do.
LSA
LS
swap.
swap that bitch.
And we're gonna die.
LSA swap this
Put
motherfucker.
your Camaro engine in here, yeah, and then
Yeah,
we'll
then-
then
yeah.
that in my Camaro.
Oh, no, I put an
Get a
LT
dyno.
California Camaro. They fit. They put them in there now. You know.
Man, LS, you know LS.
LS.
Look, LSX Performance. What are you gonna put LTX Performance
Fuck
later?
that. Well, maybe for the new shit, not the old stuff.
Alrighty, so we're heading home now. Lauren's giving me a ride back home. And the Jeep is at Andy's. It will be at Andy's until it's pretty much fixed. Well, not everything's gonna be fixed. I'm basically getting all the major stuff done, like the rear end, or I should say the rear frame. That's gonna get fixed. We're gonna try to see if we can wire up the ignition and the switch there that basically kills the Jeep. Like, we're gonna see if we can wire that up different so it actually works correctly rather than working with a kill switch. But other than that, I think what we're gonna do is he's gonna install that line so it locks the four-wheel drive in place and replace the radiator and fix the oil leak. And from there, I think we'll be good for a little while, and I can get new tires put on and get it alignment and everything like that, and it should be good to go for a while. The little stuff is like all the wiring that the Jeep is wired like really, really, really bad. It looks like spaghetti when you open the hood. So that could all be cleaned up, and like probably some of that shit could probably be deleted, honestly. There's some like spliced wires in there that could just be one solid wire. Like why it's spliced, you know, who knows, but we could probably do that eventually. But that's not like imperative, like it's not affecting anything right now at this point that we know of. So we're just gonna hold off on that, because I mean I do need the vehicle eventually. If it starts snowing and stuff like that, I do want that vehicle. Obviously I want four-wheel drive, and I want to be able to drive it to work and everything like that. So that's what's going on. So I'll keep you guys updated on the Jeep. Follow me on all my social media. Everything is in the description. Hit that subscribe button, and hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving. Hope you guys ate a lot. I know I did. Lauren did.
Oh my god.
We have all these leftovers. It's ridiculous. We're gonna be eating Thanksgiving dinner for like a week.
Yeah,
But
so we can spend money.
anyways, have a great day.